I can learn a lot from you, gotta come teach me. You a little hot girl, you a little sweet too. Sweet like Kaylee, sweet like Keesha. I can tell you crazy, she couldn't. Seen it on the plane, trying to see that shit. I know I get her, cause I like that. Lock it down, I can tell by how you seen how you did, homeboy, so please take it. Good to have me on your side, I ain't saying that you. This guy's trouble, but I ain't. Hey. No. Seen how you did, homeboy, please take it easy on me. I don't wanna play no games, play no games. I don't wanna play no games, play no games.
Welcome to Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notifications so you can be notified every time I go live. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, everybody. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Hi, Cece. Hey, Cece. Hold on a second. Do I see Cece? I feel like I saw Cece a second ago. There you go. There you go. Good morning. Good morning, sis. Good morning. Good morning, Vicious Virgo. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Megan. Good morning. Good morning, Live, Laugh, Love. Good morning. Yes, Megan is one of my Vlogtober sisses. Megan has a beautiful channel, guys. It's just literally waiting to blow up. Megan is talented. She's got a gift for editing. I'm assuming you're doing all your own edits, but it's very clean and very aesthetically pleasing over there. Not to mention she's a baddie. Go check her out. She's growing a channel, and at least go check out a video and just say, girl, BougieGang, because I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy to try and start and do something new, or add something to the portfolio. Any of you guys who watched my vlog this morning, it ain't pretty over here all the time. I mean, it's mom life, me life, wife life, all of the things, doing everything I need to do to support my family and me. And it gets busy. And then when you want to do something for you, which maybe an artistic endeavor or something like that, creative endeavor, it's not easy. So the watch time is what pays, and we need as creators on this platform. Of course, we love the views and love the support, but when you come and watch and put those minutes to it, it makes a difference. So go support a BougieGang sis today, whoever that might be. There's lots out here. Dr. A, Pineapples, Ty Cherie. Oh, girl, I'm outside, sis TV. There's a lot of us in here who put that content out in lots of different ways. So go support a sis today. Click on an icon maybe you don't know, and go and see what they got going on over there. If they got something going on there, go give them a view. If you like what you see, give them and subscribe. You know what I mean? It helps. It makes this social media social. Let's make it social and support, because that's what it's about. Anyway, guys, good morning to my gang stars, Live, Laugh, Love, and Megan and Vicious Virgo. Good morning. Hi, India, NCANT, Jeannie, Cheyenne, Ty. Good morning, Dr. A. Good morning. Cece. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Yanni. Good morning, Krishna. Yanni, I literally just clicked on the video from last night. I missed it. Yanni has a thing going on over on IG. If you're not in, it's too late, I think, for this month, but you'll be able to dip in next month. But we're having a ball over there. I'm enjoying it because it's nice to dip up off of YouTube sometimes because it feels like a whole different vibe. And you guys know I post over on Instagram too, but she's doing some lives and things over there, so it's really cool. And it's good to kind of branch out and see what's going on elsewhere, right? So get outside of YouTube too, because there's other social media platforms that got it going on. And we have a sis checking in on Facebook. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Hicks. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, let's spread the love around because I'm gonna tell you guys this. I don't post everything on YouTube. Like obviously this commentary shows up. Um, but there's stuff I post on Facebook and there's stuff I post on Instagram, and I don't post everything everywhere. So you almost have to spread around just to see what I'm posting if you're interested in all the stuff that I post. And so just, circulate. And if you don't know all of my social media, go to my about page. Most of it's listed there. I also have a link tree where there's more, and that's it. And that's all. I'm gonna cut the promos for a minute. Desi, good morning, sis. Good morning, Mars. And girl, Neo Tarot has been dropping that work. And guys, don't forget to go check your monthly reading out, your love and relationship readings from the beautiful Tarot Card Bay. We love her. Neo Tarot has been covering the YouTube streets and celebrities. So she definitely gives a very interesting perspective, and love her voice, and it's quite soothing, is what I always see in the comments. People enjoy so much. So anyway, and there's Ty Cherie. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Mastermind. Go check out her channel. I mean, guys, lots of us. Miss Brader's Life, I think, has some stuff posted on her channel. I haven't been over there recently, but I know she's got content on there. Taylor, of course, Miss Taylor XO, the baddie. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who just added a Virgo to the mix? Okay, the beautiful Taylor. Okay, BougieGang is it's pretty fierce out here. Lots and lots and lots of baddies out here doing their damn thing in many different ways. Tam, hey good, hey girl, good morning. Hey Treese, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I think I said NCA&T, but if I did not, good morning. Let's see, where is it? Vicky Sweets. Guys, we're going to talk about a couple of things. I do want to do a quick reaction. Well, I mean, I'll give you my impressions of Olivia. I don't know if it'll end up being a reaction to the video. I mean, the video was so ridiculous. I don't even know what to say other than, bitch, stop it, please. How would you have time to focus? Only if she was talking to someone. There's two scenarios where Olivia met someone. She either just met them on POF, or like how she met Brandon running out of the pizza place. Maybe she was going and getting 2 extra large sandwiches and met a guy at the sandwich shop, because that's how she met Brandon, running out of Cece's Pizza, and then was in bed with him later on that night. That's according to the YouTube streets. According to Mr. Brandon, she gave up the boots the same night. Okay, so it's possible she met somebody. But the fact that she thinks that she is now Pretty Woman, that she thinks she's now damn Julia Roberts, and but keep in mind, Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts in that movie, Richard Gere, was a whole trick, and Julia Roberts was a call girl. She was a lady. She was paid for play. Okay, so we will talk about that. But girl, just stop it. Once Olivia finds some value within herself and not value in what's between her legs, that musty middle, she will then unlock the secrets to the most wonderful thing in this world, which is being a woman. Okay, she will unlock the greatness that resides inside of her when she realizes it doesn't just have to do with laying on your back and spreading your legs. Okay, there's more to it, sis. And the fact that someone throws you a couple of bucks and pays for a hotel room, girl, that's basic. Okay, when you have a whole house, if you want to show a guy that you're a baddie, after he pays for your meal or your drinks and you have a nice conversation, it's very sexy to get in your car and go home. If you want to ask me how you want to bag somebody, leave them wanting more. Okay? Leave them wanting just a little bit more. That's when they're calling. You barely got home. Okay? Anywho, girl. Let's see. Who have I not spoken to yet? Christy, did I say hi? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Pure Intentions. Good morning. Hi Janice. Good morning. Hey Tennessee. Good morning. Good morning. D-Rut. Good morning. Is it IGT? IGT, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If you're over on Real Talk Bougie, I thank you so much for being over there. We are pretty much the bulk of everyone probably is over here on Love Lies and Lacefronts. But anybody watching on Real Talk Bougie, I appreciate you guys so much. And I appreciate you guys over there because yeah, we are trying to do that damn thing. I need to get my broadcast going on over there. So I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone. Okay. It's work harder, it's work smarter, not harder, right? Okay, I almost got that wrong for a second because feeling a little bit of robot mode right now. Double H, good morning. Daniela, good morning. Dovely, good morning. Yes, good morning. Every man I asked said 8 shots on the first night is wild. That's crazy. That's not only is it crazy and you're drunk, I'm assuming, right? But it's also just the fact of you are showing yourself to be a certain type. Look, at the end of the day, as a woman, you know when you mess up, right? If you give someone the wrong impression, that's your fault, right? If someone takes the wrong impression, not by your own doing, then that's on them. But if you choose to have a drunken night, um, and spend the night, first of all, whether she gave up the boots or not, which I don't believe Olivia is cut from the I don't give it up on the first night cloth. She's just not, she's mentally weak. Um, it takes some mental fitness to be with someone who's sexy or someone who's making you feel away and walk away. Okay, can I get a witness on that? It takes a strong one. All right. It's very easy to just lay it on out. Okay. So that's one thing. And then the fact that if this man knows anything about you, that you literally just moved to town to be with your kids a week ago, and it's Halloween weekend, and you have an infant at home, and you left your mother at home in a house where you haven't even really had 30 nights of being able to assess the vibe in the neighborhood. You've done all that to go spend a night in a hotel on the dime of a man you don't know, and you say nothing happened, but he paid for your room. Clearly, that's girl, I don't even want to hit you up to how dumb that is. You might think that that's cute for a particular type of woman who is used to being drugged here and there, in relationships, in terms of not getting what you want, feeling like you're always being taken advantage of. Women who don't operate in victimhood and in ways that they feel disrespected, not even just are disrespected, but they allow themselves to feel less than, would not find that scenario that you put out there bad bitch at all. It's just not. There's people out here looking at Carisha and Diddy and feeling like, what are you doing? Okay. And that's a woman who's got some money in her pocket, and she's dealing with a man who's got a lot more money in his pocket. Okay. There's a lot of people, and I watched their Instagram from the other day. Um, I think Carisha is really trying her best to keep up with Diddy, but Diddy is damn 50 years old, and Carisha is, Carisha got the game. She used to work in the strip club. Am I wrong about that? Carisha got the game to a certain point, but she got the game and became a celebrity, and I don't know that she has perfected rich bitch ladylike behavior. And rich bitch ladylike behavior would be showing up differently than what Carisha is allowing to happen on the internet. I think I'm gonna give you in a nutshell for the person who asked me what I think about Carisha and Diddy. I think Diddy is using the fact that she is very relevant, she's very pretty, and she can bring people to the yard, even though he can too. But she makes him relevant to a younger set because, Diddy was the business when I was in my 20, well, not my 20, I guess late 20s, mid to late 20s and 30s. Because we're basically about the same age. So I would say, yeah, in the 90s, that whole thing. So yeah, I think, I don't want to say he's just using Carisha. I think he likes her, but at the end of the day, she makes him relevant to a younger crowd. And I think back to Olivia, I don't know what she's doing, but she wants to be relevant to a certain crowd. That whole thing about a stylist, guys, we can go through the video. Her salty ass probably take it down, but at the end of the day, since we're on the topic, and then we're gonna roll over to Keesha, and talk about her no show to court yesterday. We'll talk about that. And the now infamous YouTube video from DeKalb County, where she was a last call for Miss Anderson. Last call. Is anyone here for Miss Anderson, Keesha Anderson? Last call. Okay. So I did put up a post. I will share it with you guys. Can I? Hopefully I'm not picking up too much interference. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. What else were we gonna talk? Jasmine, that's a whole nother. I mean, we be on here for 3 hours, y'all. Hello everyone coming in. Coco, HB. I think I said double H. Good morning, Pine. Good morning, sis. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We left off somewhere where let's keep social media social. Go check someone's channel out. Go support. Let's keep it social, right? That was that. Okay, let's get into this, right? Let's look at this poll really quick. Olivia is out here on the shits and the shenanigans, and homegirl thinks everybody is dumb because she so badly wants to be relevant. And sis, it takes more than what's going, like, it takes more to be relevant. But if this is what you, girl, okay, sis. Let me see. Okay, 1 second, please. Okay, good morning, guys. Let me make this big. I did a survey yesterday. If you guys want to vote, go ahead on over there and vote. So Tuna Fish does Dallas. Was her date blank blank blank? Pick one. Pay to play. Was Olivia tricking at the hotel? I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. Was she tricking? Um, was this a story time? Was she just making it up? You know how sometimes we're watching, we just know Olivia is making it up. Let me drop this. Can I drop this? No, if you want to go vote, you can still vote on this. It's living on the community post. Okay, so was it pay to play? Was it a story time? Was it a POF hookup? Was it part of the delusion? Because I mean, I don't know if she's taking her medicine or not. But is it part of the delusion? Is it part of the psychosis? Or was this the after effects of some party supplies? I mean, it could be party supplies because 8 shots. She's for the streets, guys. So go ahead, make sure you vote over there. If you have not voted on this, please make sure to do so. But right now, you guys are saying Tuna Fish does Dallas was her date. Party supplies, 4%. Pay to play, trick or treats, her job. So I would say, was she, tricking ain't easy? Was she out there working? Okay. 20% part of the delusion. Is she just sitting there like just I don't even know. Is it part of the delusion, guys? Is it part of the fantasy of the Lives Life channel? Was it just a story time, or was it a quick POFD? What was it? What is really going on here? So 20% delusion, 34% say story time, 37% say girl, she's horny. She got damn POF, and she hooked up with somebody for the evening, and that's what it is. So I don't know, you guys tell me what you think it is. Of course you're gonna say, oh my god, they're lying, they're just making stuff up. No, we talking about it, and at the end you can call it a lie, whatever you want. We're just talking about it. There's a whole survey about a whole chick named Tuna Fish. Okay. Take offense to it if you want to, but girl, it is what it is. Based on the content you put out, we're talking about it, and we're just coming up with, girl, why, how, what's going on here? Okay. You guys tell me what you think. Let me scroll down, see what you guys are saying. Oh, the finesse isn't a flex when you lost custody. Why don't you finesse, girl? The only person we want to see you try to finesse right now is Gerard. And sis, I think you lost that battle. Your powers don't work over there anymore, sis. They just don't. I mean, I'm going to say one thing. Maybe they do, in the sense that she can still get him mad. And when you are able to, like, it's the no reaction for me, when people just don't care anymore. When people don't care anymore, that speaks volumes. However, communication has ceased. So the fact that he's not even feeling communication with her anymore, that speaks volumes. So that would be concerning to me, that I've really kind of lost my grip of any form of relationship with this person, because he has basically resigned her to the app, right? Brandon and her used to always drink a lot. Absolutely. So are you saying it smells like a Brandon hookup, Gianna? Gianna, speak it. Okay, speak it, sis. Okay, it's Saturday. Make it plain, hun. But yes, Gianna's dropping breadcrumbs here. Maybe maybe she was with Brandon, because who in the world would hook up, girl? And Olivia's sitting there talking about, I'm pretty and we know what's going. Girl, have you ever heard of wasted pretty? Girl, and I'm not even going to put wasted pretty on you, but girl, you're not delivering like a major package over there. Like, you're not a full package. You're a wreck. You are a mother who lost her kids. You are on a very tight financial budget. Damn it, you're on fucking child support. You live with your mother. You are at least 200 pounds from a normal weight. You breathe heavy and get sick all the time. You have an extremely problematic YouTube channel. Your presence on the internet sucks. And quite frankly, the main place where you have your job, nobody really likes you. So at the end of the day, yes, so Brandon. So it could have been a Brandon hookup. Absolutely. I agree with that. That's definitely a pure possibility. Um, so yeah, girl, are you kidding me? Olivia, it was trying to make it seem like she's some sort of ticket over there. Girl, stop it. I'm a big girl too, but I know I can't do anything over 5 shots. Well, and would you even want to with a stranger? Like, is there not stranger danger for grown women? I mean, nobody wants and I'm not trying to be crass about this, so I'm just going to say it jokingly, but this is not a joke. You don't want to get suitcased. You know what I'm saying? Do we know what that means? Don't end up in a fucking suitcase. Don't end up blindfolded and drugged and wake up somewhere where you don't know, and all of a sudden you've been trafficked somewhere. It's a very dangerous world right now. And there's people out here who have money and resources, or just fucking crazy, that can do you in 5 seconds. 5 seconds. So you have to be very careful. As a single woman out there, you do not go to hotel rooms or apartments with people you do not know. You do not sit there and drink exorbitant amounts of alcohol, whether you can or not, is dangerous. Okay? It's extremely dangerous. So, I mean, I shouldn't have to, like, I'm not giving the auntie talk today. Like, I'm not anybody's auntie. Okay. Well, girl, a trunk. Okay. A couple suitcases. Okay. But I'm just, you guys understand what I'm saying, right? Do you remember the young girl in Aruba? This was years ago. The one who came up missing. She went on spring break with her mom and a friend, and she went out to the beach with her friend. Was it Natalie? I forget her last name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. If you're maybe over 30 or 40, you know, Natalie Hollowman or Holloway. She met a guy on the beach. He seemed nice. She went with him to his room and he walked out with a suitcase and she was never seen again. Okay. Natalie Holloway. Okay. There's a young girl. I was watching Dateline the other night and same situation, Myrtle Beach, and disappeared. And finally, the person owned up to it. Like, this is not a safe place out here, y'all. And even though I think that we can all kind of navigate safely, you have to be careful. And when someone knows that you don't have any standards and you will talk all night on the phone, you will ignore your child, you get on the internet, talk recklessly, they see how you're living as a woman. Um, Also, the fact that you have a newborn child, your mother is at home, and you can just so easily go spend a night out, like, you're trash, sis. That's not, whether you want this man, like you said, you don't want to be a girlfriend, clearly, because this is not the behavior. A man who wants you to be his lady isn't going to treat you like that. You know, men don't slutify women that they want to make wifey. They just don't. They're not going to treat you like a whore and then exalt you as a wife. That's, you know, you treat certain women a certain way. And if you are of a certain age and you got a couple of bucks and you're certainly not bringing her to the house, you're not going to her house because mommy and the baby are there. It's cheaper than a professional. Like, come on. This girl thinks that she is breaking even over here or she's getting something. You're not getting anything. Don't you know, when a lot of you look, to have a man be able to roll over and get um get favor from you in the bedroom with no commitment on a regular basis, like a Chris, he doesn't even have to marry you, and this woman Jasmine is throwing children at him. Do you know how that makes someone feel, even though Jasmine is no damn prize? He gets his balls emptied every day if he so chooses to. We can live for a long time as women with no sex. Men get very uncomfortable. Okay. And the fact that Jasmine has it readily accessible for a man who has not wifed her up, she's given a baby to, this is a man with 4 kids and 3 baby moms. And Olivia thinks that she scored major by getting a hotel room. Had you even packed a bag? Did you know it was a overnight situation? Did he book you an appointment in the spa? Did you set it up that way, or was it just like, let's get us a room? And I would love to see Olivia's idea of what a nice room is. I would like to know, because she spent a whole summer in what looked to be a nightmare. And she's over here bragging on girl, some thotty behavior. Okay, girl, a whole mess. And honestly, if you ask my opinion,
the lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
if I were Gerard, honestly, I would be so embarrassed. I mean, it's not even just some woman he used to deal with. This is your whole ex-wife, mother of your children, who has just come to town and running around like she has no damn sense. No sense at all. I would be embarrassed, okay? I would be so embarrassed. I don't even know, but I mean, she better watch out what she's talking and saying about situations, because it's just not a good look. I don't think it's a good look. I think that she is looking very whorish, slorish and whorish, and I would be careful, especially with the escapades of last weekend. I think that that is a whole entire mistake. But girl, let her do what she wants and continue to post what she wants. We're just gonna watch it and we're gonna talk about it, and that's it, and that's all. Okay, let's pivot. Let's talk about a very hot topic. So yesterday we were over here doing a reaction, and little did we know, well, that was in the morning. Little did we know there was a very important court date happening yesterday, and my God, it was over in DeKalb County. And yes, they do have a whole YouTube channel, guys. They have a whole entire YouTube channel. And turns out that sis was supposed to be at court meeting a meeting a whole nother YouTube sis. And let's go ahead and watch a little bit real quick. Well, huh. Let me see. What part? I'm gonna share it in the chat. If you hadn't seen it, I'm sure most of you have seen it. But let's go ahead. You guys know what I'm talking about. We could go over to, let me see. We'll show it in a little bit. Give me just a minute. All right. Let's do these questions first, okay? So Keesha had, let's talk first. Oops. Okay. So Keesha Anderson had a whole date set for her trial, right? We know that she filed papers on Toya. That she, gosh, I wish I had the list of allegations that she set forth on Toya Talk. It's a lot. I think there was something maybe about defamation. There was also something about potentially being responsible for some sort of threat or stalking. I didn't even know that you could take someone to small claims court for that, but it's absolutely redonkulous. And so you heard Toya say this. Toya went, I don't know if she went live, but it was a video she put up, and basically stating that they went to mediation. The mediation failed miserably, right? They were not able to come to an accord. If any of you watched the proceedings yesterday in full, I shared the link in the comments. Basically, what the judge said was that, so there were parties there. There were situations where they had breakout rooms, right? And the breakout rooms was the opportunity for them to kind of have a conversation, discuss the issue, and come up with potentially some sort of agreement. They didn't have to, but they had to talk about it, right? So there were some breakout sessions. Now, the people that did not break out, which was Toya Talk and another lady, was because they've already gone through that process. Also, the fact that, well, maybe they would have done it had they shown up, because they went to mediation initially, and maybe this is like a last ditch mediation potentially. So he sets another court date. In between that, Toya did put in a motion for dismissal, and he basically said, look, we're not going to hear that now, but we'll hear it the next time. To me, I feel like he basically said, bring that up first next time. That's the way I took it. Because number one, if she doesn't show up, and number two, he wasn't even familiar with the case. Once he's got an opportunity to really take a look at the case, but I really think based on yesterday, that might have been just a last ditch. Let's see if we can come up with something, and then we're going to go to trial if a trial is needed. But I guess we'll see what happens on November 18th, right? Me personally, I don't even think she's going to show up. Why would you create a lawsuit situation, go downtown, pay your money, and not show up? Does that make sense? If you are that mad, if you are that bothered that a situation happened and you feel like someone owes you some money, or you want to be compensated because you feel like certain things happened and it behooves you to be reimbursed, why would you not show up? To me, that's just like you don't give a shit anymore. Like, okay, I moved on. Well, if you moved on, laws know so they can go ahead and get their time back off the docket. So I would just be curious to know if she actually even shows up. I mean, me personally, I just don't think she's coming. But I just think, how do you not know that there's a court date? How do you not check the docket? How do you not know that it's not like a 6-month hold? After the last court appearance, you should have known what was going to happen. You should have known. Thank you, ABC123. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A new member, BougieGang official. Thank you so much. How do you not know? Especially when we saw the proceedings where the judge sets up a court date right there. So when you're setting up court dates, or it's posted on a public forum, there's no way to not know what's your next date to show up. Also, posting on Instagram that you are not well does not excuse you from the easiest court date ever, which is showing up online. They have made it absolutely easy for you to show up to court when all you have to do is check in on the internet. I think she just didn't show because she couldn't use a filter. Girl, I don't even know what to say, Johnny Jacob. Oh God. Okay. Well, I mean, that's also not an excuse. Okay. That would not fly over here at this court. The court of public opinion says, girl, hold on a second. The court of public opinion says, YouTube Streets PD says, cut the bullshit. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't fly, sis. Anyway, let's look at some of these comments. So legal action taken against Toya Talks. I mean, I don't know. To me, honestly, I feel like that was some misdirected BS. I just don't think it was really, I don't know. I think Keesha was just mad. And girl, she might have been mad because her videographer, she can't do her Keyvember. Girl, right in the middle of Keyvember, you're gonna be going back to court, sis. And I mean, I don't know if you're gonna try to use that for your Keyvember content, girl. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Okay. Oh, I should have this on another screen because I can't see. Okay. Let me make this bigger. And then move it. Okay. Okay. So Haitian Beauty says, trust and believe. If Keesha Mars responds to this matter, she is going to have 101 excuses. How you miss a Zoom court appearance when you initiated all of this? I think this was a scare tactic to put fear in reactors and not make videos about if it's not in her favor. She also probably thought Toya would fold. Absolutely. Like they say in the book, The Art of War, one of the first mistakes you make is underestimating your opponent, right? She posts she's sick on Instagram. Pretty neat. That is not an excuse, sis, but we like it. Thank you. Thank you for commenting that. So this was a very popular post right here. Toya should have waited until the second date if Keesha missed it or if the case was dismissed before sharing. Now, I don't feel like that was necessarily like an indictment upon Toya. I think this person was just sharing like the move in silence strategy, right? I don't know that she was trying to come for Toya at all. And I'm not saying that she took it that way in the least. I'm just saying I think that that's kind of the moving in silence strategy, right? Um, Let her, if she forgot, because to us, the only reason why someone would forget court is because you forgot, right? That's what would make it make sense for us, right? Because most reasonable people would not miss court, correct? Am I safe in that assumption? Let me get caught up in the comments really quick so I don't fall behind. I think she didn't show because she couldn't use the filter. Okay, read that one. Keesha had the time and money then to flight in court. So look at it this way. I think small claims court, let's say it costs less than $100 to file a claim. It doesn't cost much to file a small claim suit. It was in small claims court and it's not a lot of money. And she don't care. She just likes to act like she cares. Absolutely. Um Let's keep going. Megan is laughing. Okay. Everyone make sure to hit the like button. Thank you, Devly. I appreciate that, sis. The same way these Karens weaponize the police is what Keesha is doing in the court system and should be charged for that. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something. If I say I'm calling the police, I am. And that's it. If I got to be bothered with making a phone call or doing something, because yeah, if I'm going to do that or I'm threatening to call something or someone, trust and believe I did, and I'm picking up the phone. As far as making threats, no. If I say I'm calling da 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 da, I am. I'm not gonna just like, oh, I'm gonna call the police on you. Da 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 da. No, girl, just document. Someone's bothering you, just document. If you say it, mean it, especially on YouTube, because people will come and be like, well, I thought you were gonna do this, that, and the third. The same way these can okay, so great point. So it's a fear tactic, absolutely. You know what I mean? And look, at the end of the day, the police are here to serve and protect us. However, at the end of the day, the bottom line is actions speak louder than words. And yes, there was a very definite action of a small claims, but maybe someone told her, like, girl, you don't stand a snowball's chance in hell with what you filed for, because that is not even, girl, that's not going nowhere quick. And it's a whole mess. So Keisha's going to say, I was going to address the absence of the court hearing due to a troll starting disgusting claims of defamation of my character with my close friends. When pray, I mean, do tell more. I was going to address my absence of the court hearing due to a troll stating disgusting claims of defamation of my character with my close friends. Ooh, I don't know what I understand what you're saying, but can you expand, sis? Further down, we'll get to that. What is there some vicious rumor going on around her? Um, Bailey, good morning. Ivy, good morning. India, wasting Toya's time, not to mention the courts. You have people with legitimate cases on the docket. Yes, the loan company was busy. Okay. I definitely think it was a scare tactic. Yes, absolutely. She didn't really want to add anything else to her plate. I be out. IBL was a scare tactic. Yes, absolutely. Jessica, good morning. I'm not sure if I would have posted and shared that video yet. I agree with the person who said Toya should have waited to share because now I bet Keesha will be there. Well, good. But I mean, the bottom line is this is not a Tasha K, Cardi B type of situation. The allegations that Keesha is trying to seek compensation for, and remember, this is not a criminal case. This is a monetary, like what we like to call on the YouTube streets, a money grab. This is, I feel you wronged me and I want to be compensated. So how are you putting a dollar figure to these allegations that I don't even see how she's going to be able to prove. And potentially you're barking up the wrong tree if there was a legit allegation. I don't know that Toya would be the person that you would be seeking out for those things, but it just, I don't know, to me it doesn't seem really legit. And but we're going to see, because they're going, I think what's going to happen again is that they're going to do a breakout room like they did the other people, and then I guess they'll come back to figure out how that gets flushed out. So I don't even know if we're going to really see like exhibit A, but you know, the judge did say start to upload your documents. Whether she shows up on 11/18 or not, guys, you guys are thinking that she's got some suitcase full of evidence. I don't even think that exists. If she does, girl, we gonna get to see it all play out like a good episode of damn whatever legal program is, okay? You know, but I think that all day long, Toya, you know, had her little folder and looked very professionally dressed, and I was feeling it. I just, from the overall aesthetic, I was like, okay, Toya, okay. Keesha as a no show, no call, that aesthetic is garbage, okay? This is the reaction you get for a whole no show, no call. Okay. Not only is it ghetto, um, they should send her a bill. However much the judge and all of these people who took off from work, the actual workers, who took the time to set up everything, and this woman doesn't show up, it's very disrespectful to the court, to me. But yes, I mean, the moving in silence tactic, I think, is, it's a strategy, but you know, people have to go with what they feel is the right thing to do. And I think that if Keesha is truly Karening out here on the YouTube streets and she's trying to use it in a scare tactic, I think that potentially the Toya talk tactic of bitch not today and I was here, where were you, um I think is a good one. Put up or shut up. Okay, I think that that was a very good I'm feeling it, you know what I mean? I get it, I can see all sides, but at the end of the day, as a YouTuber, this is some YouTuber on YouTuber bitterness. And because she is trying to shut her up and trying to stop her First Amendment right and her right as someone who puts up content on this platform, it may not be on a topic that Keesha appreciates. Oh well. Oh well. Yes, she doesn't have a lawyer. Yeah, you don't have to have a lawyer in small claims court, but no, she wasn't being represented by anybody that we saw at the time, right? Keesha doesn't have an attorney because they would have or show that they were present for her unless the lawyer no show no call, which that would be awful, and that happens too, right? Some people stop reacting to her because she kept threatening them. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, I had a whole goon squad bothering me, but you know, I mean, girl, I'm over here. I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? And I live in the computer. If you want to mess with people in the computer and take it out the computer, then you're dealing with a whole nother ball game of situations. So I'm not really afraid of people in the computer. And, you know, clearly, I think Keesha was still operating at a time where when you Karenize and you weaponize everything, I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to file. Once the copyright claim strategy got debunked by, I got copyright claimed 3 years ago by Strong Mommy Chrissy, and I hit the appeal button, and that debunked the copyright claim, period. Because if you don't have a registered copyright on your work, it doesn't hold water. If you don't have a legal document showing that I need to pay you a licensing fee for your work, bitch, sit down. Okay? If I'm doing commentary, critique, dropping gems, okay, teaching, however you want to put it, teaching, it's newsworthy, it's topical, it's commentary, it's opinions. I'm protected under not only my right to give my opinions, but I also can use the content, in a certain way, and it's protected under fair use, right? And we'll talk about that again later as it comes up to something else regarding this whole matter as well. But at the end of the day, I get it. I think you guys are really just kind of more so the moving in silence. I wouldn't have said anything because maybe she would have forgot. How do you, I'm just going to go back to this. How do you forget you have a court case? If she didn't say anything, what? Was Keesha going to just magically forget and, oh, it would just magically be dismissed? I think it's, girl, I think it's just the height of, girl, you created a situation where on a Saturday morning, I'm talking about it and other people are talking about it. And now it's even more embarrassing. So either she wanted it to jump into Keyvember. Maybe she's using this as a tactic of content for Keyvember. Who knows? It doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, I just don't see it as a winning, that she's going to get what she's looking for out of this. This will likely benefit Keesha, unfortunately. I don't know. I mean, look, how? I don't know. She needs to show up for court. When the judge asked her, "Well, ma'am, you missed court last week." Well, I was sick. It was Zoom court, sis. Okay. Why would it benefit her? She's got to have evidence for the things she. Look, I'd have to go back to Toya's video where she read off the allegations, but I mean, if she can prove it, I mean, I don't know how her not showing up to a court date would be to her benefit. I just don't. And I'm a whole independent channel. I don't have anything to do with Toya. I'm giving my opinion on what's going on here in the YouTube streets. If she wants to make me a witness, that's her business. The court shared it live on YouTube. Why shouldn't Toya post their link? Toya's not wrong. Absolutely not. If it's a live stream, they want the public has a right to know what's going on in the court system. And that's why the courts are public. There are some courts that are private for many different reasons, like family court and things like that. But if the court feels a need to make it known publicly, which he did, hold on one second. Let me reset really quick. Let me pull up another page. Where he stated, if you guys watched the video that was put up by the magistrate, he says there was someone who checked in, who said that they were there to support Toya, and he very clearly said, you can go watch that on our YouTube channel. So he invited the public to go watch on the YouTube channel. So it's not that it's like a little known secret, that it's not let me see if I can pull this up because I think it may be I don't know if I guess we could try to find it. There was some confusion. Any of you guys who saw it know what I'm talking about. All right, let me click over here.
Case on the website. But if you're not participating.
Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to find the spot.
Support you. I don't understand.
Okay. Oh, it's already. Oh, I didn't know it would pull up like that. Okay. I hadn't even shared that yet. Okay. So there's someone down here in a corner, and he was calling. He had already called Toya's name, and she'd already checked in. But then there was someone else who had a name, and I don't know if that person typed that in or that's just the selections they had. But I think he was trying to tell this person that if you're not there for, like, if this is not directly your business, you can go to the YouTube channel. Hold on.
Okay, so Ms. Phillips, who is she here to support you? I don't understand.
I'm not exactly sure who that was, but I guess they're just watching the case.
Okay. So if you're here and you want to watch the case, you can log on to our YouTube channel. So
did y'all hear that? If you're here and you're watching the case, log on to our YouTube channel. Guys, you can go watch that. It's in the comments. So it's there. And okay. Is this my video? Okay. Okay. Let's get back to the comments. So it's there. He refers people to the YouTube channel. That's it. I'm not going to play anymore. You guys can go watch that directly, give them their view. And part of it is posted in this video. But what I stand on, I guess there's a stipulation that they read, that if you're in the Zoom court, you are not to record the Zoom court. I would like to enter into evidence exhibit A. I was not in the Zoom court. I didn't even know the Zoom court was going on. What I did get alerted to was that it was posted on YouTube. And that's where the footage came from. So I did not film Zoom court. I reacted to a YouTube video and depicting a Zoom court. So I was not in Zoom court. I wasn't in Zoom court. You get ready? Wait, just 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, so let's see. So Toya should have waited. So yeah, a lot of people do share that sentiment. Some people said that okay, so this person said she worked for the feds for 26 years, and that was my first thought when I saw her live. I think Toya may have my comments blocked. I don't really know about that. So I dropped. I don't even know if Toya has her comments open, just to be quite honest. I'm not sure. Let's see. So I stopped even trying to give any legal information. Keesha should have prepared and ready to appear at online court appearance in this case due to initiating before posting a vlog on YouTube the same day. Yes, you were well enough to post on YouTube, but couldn't go to court. And she might say, well, I used automation. It was posted the night before, whatever. You posted on Instagram, okay? But she didn't. Toya has established an online presence of her own and has the right to express herself, especially since the court live streamed this on YouTube for the public. Absolutely, Johnny Jacob. Absolutely, I'm not an attorney, but I've won a few cases myself, and I would err on the side of caution because she could have been held in contempt for court if she showed the stream. Absolutely, because I'm assuming they were sworn in and they are opting into a certain code of conduct. And me as John Q Public, I did none of that. So I can't even testify that I even saw that portion of the video. Okay. So at the end of the day, the bottom line is it's posted on YouTube. I am a YouTube commentary channel. It's been very well documented of such. And people who have YouTube channels, entities that have YouTube channels, may have guidelines, laws, policies, and practices, but so does YouTube as a platform. And there's something called the terms of use. And in your terms of use, you acknowledge that content that is posted to the platform can possibly be used, manipulated, reproduced, all of those things. And if you opt in to do that, and keep in mind, there are provisions that are put into place. If this, let's say DeKalb said, okay, you can go to our YouTube channel, but the videos are private and you can only gain access through this password. And you can only get it from the person who is actively either a defendant or the plaintiff, right? So if they put in some sort of a safe type of provision where people wouldn't readily have access to it, and you really need to be part of the case to access it. But this is a public video on a public platform on a not private YouTube channel. And prove I wasn't sworn into court. Okay. So thank you. I mean, this person did try to warn me. They did post something, but I'm not worried about it, just to be honest. If someone has a problem with what I posted, they can very easily reach me at my email address, and I'll be happy to consider it. And if necessary, make a decision based on the request, right? So I'm a very reasonable person, but it's okay, guys. You know what I mean? I think the county and cities and municipalities understand that you are not putting these videos on your own server. You are using a free public platform and putting stuff on Main Street. And all of us are not sworn into a court case, okay? Most of us don't even know these people. We know them from the computer. They live in the computer, right? So this was a very active thread. So this is what I said. So Toya did comment. Is Toya still in here? Hold on. I think Toya commented. Show more replies. Let's see. Toya was in here. I guess I don't know where her comment is. I think the viewers feel like Keesha may benefit from the heads up and the information shared by the judge to prepare versus a continuation of the fumble. However, my opinion is she intentionally no-show. She is intentionally no-showing, and that says she's moved on. Also, the lawsuit has many items that are impossible to prove. I also think the judge clued you to ask for your dismissal on the next day. Good luck, Toya. I think turning on the heat and basically not allowing silence to allow Keesha to sit on her high horse of it's very legal. How do you file a lawsuit and don't go? Think you did the right thing to do. A no-show means you don't care. I think she thought she would intimidate you and you would not show. I think she was banking on Toya not showing. I think she was banking on the intimidation scare tactic that used to rule the YouTube streets that no longer. And I'm glad. Back to talking about copyright claims. Once upon a time, people used to kind of spew these tactics that they were going to use, and people work hard for their channels and they don't want to have their channels taken down or their content disappear. And I think I think as people have gained more knowledge, they understand now just as much as how people used to work the system. They can't work it in the way that they used to anymore. So that's just kind of what I have to say on that. But there's plenty, and I did talk about that in this comment right here. Now it's a YouTube video. They opt in under terms of use. They forfeit certain provisions under the law. If you have a law and you are uploading to a platform that clearly kind of undermines the law that would be in effect, because now it's kind of like an open gateway for people to use this content, you should not use that platform. You can't have a very narrow terms of use in the courtroom, but covered under law, and then post it to a platform where the law does apply but may not apply. These are unmanned airways. This is the World Wide Web on a platform that has a terms of use that is contradictory to what that law is. So I don't know, that might be a great law case. I have no idea, but I'm not a lawyer and I'm not bringing it. So I want to say I don't think it's relevant, because it very much is, but I don't think that would be that's not going to be settled out here. It was not a private Zoom session. If they have a problem, I'm sure they can follow the steps like everyone else. I've opted into the same provisions and agreement as any other user on the platform, and that would also include DeKalb County. They opted in when they opened up a YouTube channel. I think she's going to show. I don't think I actually don't think she's going to show, but if she does, it's going to be funny. The embarrassment of a public fumble. I'm sure she's pissed. She's not winning this lawsuit. She'll end up writing Toya a check. Also, now that everyone is aware of the live streaming on the very platform during Keyvember. So yeah, I just think, girl, she might use this as Keyvember content. Why not? Right? Keesha is a whole clown. How do you not show up for your own party? How do you not come forward and protect and defend yourself and the children that you so very claimed were shown in a manner that was inappropriate? Where is your legal team, Keesha? Where, ma'am? Hello. Okay, let me go back to these comments, guys, real quick, and we'll keep going. So this was very much a hot topic in my comment section. So I just wanted to read through these. Oh, I didn't know the court started it live. Girl, they were on a whole YouTube channel, sis. If it'll benefit Keesha, she'll definitely should have showed up yesterday. Well, I think it would have benefited her from the standpoint is that you opened a case, my dear. If you don't feel it's pertinent anymore, handle your business and close it. You know what I mean? Give people their time back. None of her lawyers could have shown up for her. Well, that costs moolah, baby, and she's busy with the kitchen. I'm not going to, because then I'm going to have some awareness and it's not of interest to me. I don't have any fiduciary responsibility with these two ladies. I've never met them in person. These are YouTube channels that live in my computer and I'm just covering a YouTube video, sis. It's not that, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay. But yeah, once you have knowledge, it's fine. I don't need to read any statutes for a state I don't live in and for a court proceeding that I'm not involved in. I'm with Toya. You get to waste my damn time. I'm with Toya. You get to waste my damn time. You brought now, show your ass up. Yeah, exactly. I got you, Vicky. Absolutely. You don't get to waste my time. You started this thing and yeah, we're showing up. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The fact that she didn't show up, to me, I feel like she's done with it. But she's not closing the loop as a grown-up should, which is calling and saying, hello, I filed a small claim suit. I think we're good. I don't know that we're going to come to an accord, but I'm going to let this go and just cancel it. But if she's going to show up, we're going to see how it turns out. Y'all, Keesha was logged in and thought she was going to go unnoticed. Girl, she probably was in the bushes. That's a very good scenario. Keesha carries the burden of having to prove her case. She absolutely does, because these are not legal allegations. These are, maybe things that she feels are facts based on feelings. And she has to prove that Toya is wrong. But Toya also showed a thick folder of paperwork that she has been collecting to help her advance her opinions and what she feels are the facts, right? I just didn't want your channel to get flagged or worse. I'm sure my channel has been flagged numerous times, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that. It's okay. You know what I mean? I'm not worried. I have a right to express myself, and I also do reaction videos. Like, I don't know, it's not that deep. You know what I mean? If it's not that deep, I don't want to make it an issue of something I don't know enough about to argue. But since I was not sworn in and all of those things, I don't live in that state. I wasn't there. I'm not on the Zoom. I'm no party of the first part, second part, third part. I'm just a observer out here on the YouTube streets telling you what's going on between two YouTubers duking it out at DeKalb County, and one of them was a big fat no-show. Okay, so we'll see if she shows up next time. And I would say, this is what I would say to the court, is if you're noticing that you normally get like 25 views on a video and now you guys are in upwards of over 1,000 views, maybe there's some public interest in this. But I don't know, in the nature of public interest, will they censor it and take the lives down? Not take this down, but not make it available. Or will they not show it in the future? Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. But I've now subscribed to the channel. So and I know that the proceedings are on the 18th at 1 o'clock. So but you know, at the end of the day, I'm assuming the final dispositions will be posted on the DeKalb County magistrate on the small claims dispositioning. If the case gets settled on that day, we'll know. We may not be able to see it, but we'll be able to see the documentation and read it. It be the folks in court on oxygen. Okay, ain't no excuses other than death. Absolutely. We have seen doctors, lawyers, billionaires get dragged into court because they didn't show up for jury duty. Okay. So at the end of the day, there's really not an excuse to show up other than you don't care anymore. I think the judge was very nice to give a another time for her to show face, I guess just because she paid her money and she's made allegations. But as the judge stated, he wasn't even familiar with the case. He hadn't read into it yet. So he's not even familiar with the case. Other than I'm going to give this lady one more time to not show up. And the following case after that, if you guys watch the whole video, there was a lady who's actually being sued by her daughter. So, and her daughter didn't show up. And he said the same advice, basically, let's come back one more time. He didn't put it like that. He said, let's go for the next date and address that when we come into the court. So whether she shows up or not shows up, basically said you can address that when you come in. So I don't know if she shows up. I mean, it's time to play ball. So we'll see. We'll see. I think it's just very interesting because, you know, there are cases that happen on the YouTube streets, and this is kind of a micro influencer case that's happening against a influencer versus another influencer, and we've seen this. So we're gonna see it happen. We're gonna, you know, I think it's very interesting. It's but this is not a case of Tasha K and Cardi B. It's just not. It's not. Tasha K, we know the egregious allegations against Tasha K from Cardi B, and there was a lot of evidence that Cardi B had that showed that Tasha K, all by her own admission, did and said certain things and was not apologetic about it. That was a whole different case. Keesha is trying to connect some dots that aren't even there. She's making allegations. I mean, to me, the defamation is in the opposite direction. That's just my opinion. I think they started the Zooms during COVID because the courts have to be open to the public. So instead of physically, Zooms became, and I think Zoom is awesome because, you know, people have to take off half a day of work to go downtown. I'm sure, right? You got to take half a day off. You got to go park your car. You got to be around people you may not necessarily want to be around. Some people have very serious medical conditions. And at the end of the day, let's use some of this technology, right? But that being said, if something needs to be private, trust and believe, if there is a case that is private, they know exactly how to make it private. Number one, they're not going to broadcast it on YouTube. And number two, they'll make the Zoom close. They may not have the link posted, or the link may only be available for those who are parties. And if someone's trying to be in the bushes in the Zoom, they're going to exit you from the chat, because anyone who has moderated a Zoom platform, you know, you can exit people from the chat, period. So no one has to be in there that's not to be in there. So I don't know. I do stand by Toya as a fellow YouTuber, that at the end of the day, when people try to push you around and use certain tactics to make it seem like I'm more powerful than you, or I've got a hold on something you don't, and my channel matters more than yours, and all of those things, and you're a nobody, and who do you think you are, and how dare you this, and what the fuck that, and I don't need your commentary, or I didn't tell you to cover my channel, and all of that BS. Okay. It still doesn't matter, because people can have their channels and do what they want on their channels. So it's, oh well. Sorry, sis, you don't have to like it. You know what I mean? You don't have to like it, which is a great point. Let me bring up something else. Last night, if we're good on this topic, do you guys want to talk about anything else? I mean, this is a developing story, so we're going to circle back around. But all great comments, guys, and I do appreciate the dialogue. I think it's great to be able to discuss ideas. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody is not going to come to the same resolution the same way. And at the end of the day, I think it's great that adult women, this is the idea of women's empowerment to me, that there's a situation and people can sit and talk about it civilly, and people can express their ideas in the comments. Nobody's coming for anybody. And at the end of the day, it doesn't, like, everyone's got a different thought, and that's okay. I think that that's amazing. I think that it's really great that we have a very nice community where people can share and they can be open on how they feel, and nobody needs to really feel away, okay? Because this is a really good topic, and this is something that can affect all of us, right? It just can. And so I'm very pleased. She sure did strike that Martin dude. And homie did a whole series on her. Okay. But what happened to the videos? Like, what happened to his series? I think he dumped the series. I think Keesha is slowly trying. I think Keesha showed up to that last mediation with Toya just to see what she could possibly get. And if Toya was going to back down and write a check and try to take advantage of what she did not know as a new YouTuber versus having some time up under her belt to be able to work things out and to learn some things about this platform and what you're not going to do to try to intimidate me. So I think it's very interesting. Absolutely, Libra Queen. Did you guys hear this yesterday? Let me get this. Hold on a second. Let me go to another channel. If you guys will bear with me, I was like, girl, are you okay?
And that has nothing to do with karma.
Okay, guys, there's a scam alert on the YouTube streets. Okay, hold on one second. Let me change my visual.
A doctor's appointment, and he got shots today. He's really cranky, so I'm currently holding him while I'm doing this video. But I just felt like it was really important for me to get this video out, and I have a lot that I want to say. And after I say it, I don't really want to revisit this ever again.
Okay, guys, really quick, Loved by Erica, there is a scam alert. Erica sold some books, okay? Erica has a book that basically is a second edition to her book Listen that Bougie Book Club covered not even covered. We read and reviewed last year, okay? Really right around this time last year. She did a second printing, put on a new cover, which looks like this. And basically, sis, the books have not been mailed. They have not been, monies have been taken, and people are complaining to PayPal. And guys, you got to listen to this. If this is not crazy, I don't know. But let me speed this to 125 so we can try and get through this quickly. Here we go.
I don't want any of my real supporters to tag me in anything that anybody says. I don't care about that nonsense. I'm not going to base my life around drama. I have so many responsibilities that I have to maintain. And
this is the woman that did a 10-part series about her third baby father. Everything from a strangulation allegation to all kinds of lies, manipulation, cheating, everything. She's not going to live her life in drama, but she did a whole 10-part series.
Indulging in drama, I'm not doing that anymore. So I'm gonna just get straight to the chase, and I'm gonna be speaking about multiple things. And like I said again, guys, once I speak about this, I won't be speaking about it anymore.
I find that hard to believe.
So let's go ahead and knock out the books and the meet and greet all in one. Okay.
She was supposed to have a meet and greet today, guys. People paid $60 for a meet and greet in Houston that is supposed to be taking place today, okay? And it's not. It's the music for me.
People keep attacking me, and they've been spamming me because of, you know, the obvious, the delay of the books. I've tried my best over the past month and a half to respond to emails, but I want you guys to understand that I don't get regular emails. I get spammed. Like, it's the same messages times like 100. And the messages, they're not only about the books, you know. I get emails about collabs, sponsors, thank you emails, and
thank you emails and messages about collabs are not spam, sis. That's you ignoring your email. You are getting business inquiries. If you feel that it's spam in nature, then you need to use your automation and filter your email accordingly. But that's not spam, sis. That's called, I've got 60,000 subscribers and people are trying to get at me with business opportunities. If you were about your business, you would see it that way. It's not spam. That's money in your inbox.
even hate emails. I responded to tons of emails, guys, like tons of emails regarding these books and other things.
Because they're over a month late.
And because there's so many emails, I may not even have seen your email. And it's the same thing as far as Instagram too. I get so many DMs all the time to the point where I don't even check my DMs anymore, because people will like really get offended. They really get offended if, you know, they think that, you know, you're ignoring their DMs. And it's not that, you know, anybody is ignoring it. It's just the fact that I have my hands full and I'm not just sitting by my phone 24/7. I may get on there.
If you make Instagram, if you don't want Instagram to be a way for people to get at you, shut down messaging. I'm going to give you guys some advice. If there is a platform you don't want messaging and don't want to be responsible, once you send something and it's received, if it's never read, then the person can't hold you responsible because they can see, well, I sent you a note, but you never read it. Well, if you read it, then you've got knowledge of the conflict, the situation, the request, the whatever, right? So if you don't want to be held accountable, shut it down. If you don't want to read your email, don't make it available. If you don't want to make your DM, shut down your DMs. I mean, it's very simple. Facebook gives and Instagram, WhatsApp. I don't even have it. I've got family in other countries. They use WhatsApp like crazy. I don't use WhatsApp. I don't want WhatsApp. I don't use WhatsApp. I don't even want to know about it. I have WhatsApp turned off. I have it blocked. I don't. Instagram asks me once a month, do you want WhatsApp? No, I don't. I don't deal with a lot of people in that way. I can deal with my family on Facebook. I don't need to get with them on WhatsApp, or they can use regular ass Facebook Messenger. Okay. If you don't want to use that communication advice, shut down the communication. Okay. Don't make it available. If you don't want those emails, shut your email down. Put your Gmail on out of office, and you can actually block messages from coming through. It'll boomerang. If you don't want emails, set it on out of office and you can have it return. That way they'll get a return message that you're not accepting emails at that time. Okay? Like, come on now. Use your automation. Stop complaining and use your automation.
For 5 minutes, upload a picture or scroll and maybe heart something, but I'm not glued to my phone like that. Also, there's people that didn't even purchase a book that's emailing me, where's my book? Like, literally spamming me. And once I responded to you once, like, I don't feel the need to respond to you again, because you have no order number. And you have no order number because you didn't purchase a book. So it just lets me know that you're playing games. And again, I have real life responsibilities. I have 3 kids that I have to take care of. So
no one told you to sell a book that you were not going to distribute properly, accurately, and timely. Okay. No one told you to set up a meet and greet that you aren't showing up to today. Nobody told you to do that. This is all you're doing.
So I'm not going to.
No one told you to tell LaToya to jump off your clique. Well, no, that was LaToya. Nobody told you to do a 10-part series about the man you lost, who is now with Creole Bay, and you're salty over. Okay, let's put it like that. Okay, Latoya, Creole Bay, if you're in the bushes, you shouldn't have told Erica to jump off your clique. Okay, that's why y'all having problems over there.
Play games with you. You didn't purchase a book, so I'm not going to keep responding to you. There was people in some of the emails that I recently read that was saying, hey, I purchased the books 2 months ago, so 2 months later I still have no book. Okay, so let me touch bases on that, because a lot of people don't know what a pre-order is. A pre-order is a pre-order. It's just like,
has she ever heard of you can't use the same word or phrase in a definition? A pre-order is a pre-order. Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
Jordans in January, but they're not releasing them until March. That's what a pre-order is. So therefore, it has not been 2 months.
Hello.
It's technically only
DJ.
been a month, if you really want to get technical, because if you remember, I said you can pre-order up into September 5th. I did not have an exact date on when I was going to ship the books out, because the books arrived to me mid-September, at the end of September, maybe, I believe. And that's when I really started shipping out the books. So it's only been a month. It's only been a month. So I'm gonna just cut to the chase, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is overwhelming. It's very overwhelming. And what I realized is that people aren't even trying to understand.
They want to understand where their $60 is. That's what they want to understand.
I didn't do a video publicly addressing it, because just almost 2 weeks ago, I addressed it. So for people calling me unprofessional and not a businesswoman, trial and error is what's making me a businesswoman.
You hear that, y'all?
People have issues all the time, and they don't announce it to the world.
Yes, they do.
But what they do is they try to fix the issues first behind the scenes, and that's what I tried to do. Like, I mean,
y'all, this lady said that her person who was supposed to be helping her distribute her books was in hospice, and that's the reason why she was actually going to help her get all the books out. Who in hospice? What type of person? Can you even make this make sense to me? Okay, so let's just say Pineapples, you just came out with that hot shit. You just dropped a book. Are you going to drop 2 boxes of books off at so-and-so's at the hospice to ship the books out for you? Who would give such a responsibility to someone who is accepting and being treated with end-of-life care? Can you make that make sense for me? Does that even sound like, what in the whole fuck, ma'am? That doesn't even make sense. Are you kidding me? Do you think we're supposed to believe that you dropped off cases of books to someone at the hospice center, ma'am? Erica, come on now. Seriously, you should have relit the girl. Stop it.
A ton of people receive their books. A ton of people. Even some of the ones who just donated to show support, I still sent them out books, because I literally forgot that they said that they just wanted to show support and that they were just donating.
Okay, wait, hold on a second. That's a lie. Okay, wait, okay. The lie detector has determined that is a lie, because you said that
the lie detector determined that was a lie.
You said that there's people who were checking on books that didn't even have order numbers. So if people sent you a donation, how do they have an order number, and why are you sending them books? They sent you donations, but you sent them a book anyway. So is that why you're short on books? Like, I thought you said you were only sending out books with order numbers. If someone gave you a donation, wouldn't that be Cash App or just a regular ass PayPal? People are not going to order a book as a donation. They're going to send you a Cash App, a PayPal, or some sort of monetary gift in some sort. There's too many ways to give someone a tip these days for someone to be actually purchasing a book and say, my bad, sis, I meant to just give you a donation. That's not the way somebody would submit that. So I really don't believe that.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And I haven't made a book. If I wanted to really scam someone, there wouldn't be any books at all. I would have just kept the money. And the people that saying that they received their books wouldn't be saying that they received their books. So pretty much due to this situation happening like out of nowhere, like literally out of nowhere, the same week of my meet and greet / book signing, which would have been tomorrow. Books. So pretty much due to this situation happening like out of nowhere, like literally out of nowhere, the same week of my meet and greet / book signing, which would have been tomorrow. Yeah, like it's being extremely close to my meet and greet. I spent all day yesterday and all night knowing I had to drive 2.5 hours to take baby Drake to his appointment.
Not the people's problem.
All last night, all day yesterday.
Not just their problem.
Really taking the time to just send out people refunds to my meet and greet. So yes, I canceled the venue, and once again, I lost thousands of dollars.
Not their problem.
Like I lost money on the catering, tables and chairs, decorations that was purchased. And then I had like 2 special guests that
How are you losing money on decorations? If they're not live decorations, you can pack the shit up and bring it home and use it for the next time. Erica, you canceling a event the day before it's supposed to happen is nobody's problem but your own. You cannot blame anybody for that because you didn't get books out. You not having books out is not a reason to cancel an event. You having to take your son on a 2-hour doctor's appointment is nobody's problem but your own. When you are in business and you are a one-woman show, you are an entrepreneur, there are people who show up to events with babies on their backs. There are hairstylists, there are attorneys, there are people who are working from home, taking care of babies and handling business. Do you hear me? Period. You cannot use mothering as an excuse for not handling business that you collected monies on as an entrepreneur and feel like everybody is attacking you when you asked for this. You asked for this. You wanted people to come to your channel. You wanted people to come to your meet and greet. You wanted people to come read your book. They showed you their support. They gave you their confidence. They sent you their money and you did not come through. And now you're over here singing the blues.
I feel like everybody would have loved, and I still may end up collabing with them in the near future. But I previously paid these people to save the dates that I can't get refunded on because they could have given that day to somebody else. My makeup artist was going to pick 10 of my supporters to professionally do their makeup on my dime.
When was that? So your makeup artist was going to pick up 10 people to do their makeup at the event or before the event? Like, when was this supposed to happen? It's like she talks all these things that honestly don't even sound real. I'm just going to be honest. Like, if you have 10 people who were coming, they should have already been notified that they have a makeup artist coming. If people are coming from out of town, is it possible that people were already at the hotel when she put this video out last night in the middle of the night?
The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
There are people who were on their way to town, I would almost imagine, probably getting hotels. Like some people, this is their favorite YouTuber. Okay, it might not be yours, but there are people out here that's their girl. And they're coming to a meet and greet that she's having with dinner and a buffet line and all kinds of stuff. And she's putting a video out yesterday for today that it's not happening. What in the world? What in the whole entire world? Excuse me? See, that's where, sis, you're not ready for prime time. That's where that comes into play. Because I'm sorry. I mean, you might not have needed to have the baby there, but that's something that you should have thought of when you set up the event.
I haven't used this makeup artist in a while because I normally just do my own thing as far as makeup, but she's amazing. And due to the inconvenience, because she could have also been elsewhere.
Girl, who doesn't like free money? Let me tell you something. This makeup artist, if she's been booked for 11 people and either you gave her a save the date or you now owe her for 11 makeup applications, well, sis, sounds like you owe her, right? You owe her. If she is booked for 11 faces, well, then you owe her for 11. I'm sure sis isn't going to be mad because, looks like my day just freed up. I'm getting this money in my Cash App because sis, you owe me. Because I might not be booked. I might not be able to get something else today. So you will be paying, right? So, like, girl, I mean, when I heard this, all I could think of was...
The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined...
I literally had to forfeit that money. Trial and error. Once again, I tried to show people that despite the odds, like wherever you come from, you know, whatever you up against, your past and all, like still just press forward. And the fact that so many people dislike me without even knowing the 100% truth on these situations I've been in, like everything I do is a problem. I can't do anything right in the eyes of my enemies. I could save somebody's life, and people would literally sit there and say I did that to end up on the news. And as for the book, if you haven't received the book, everyone gets a refund. If you paid via PayPal, I've spoken to PayPal. They are well aware of the situation because so many people is calling them, and they are going to refund you. They are going to refund you. That way, I won't accidentally.
I mean, I don't think they're going to just automatically refund. What she is neglecting to say is that you need to request a refund. So if you paid for it on PayPal and your book has not been received, you probably need to dispute the charge. And because there is a known problem with this merchant, they're probably going to now automatically just send it back because they know that there's been some issues. But one thing I also say about PayPal is that if the e-commerce site that she used, so when you guys go to order something, some things are powered by different things, right? Some things, Portia's trying to say her piece. Hold on. I think she sees the Halloween decoration. Anyway, if her website was powered by PayPal, right? When you are purchasing something through PayPal, you know how you get the notification from PayPal and then you see like where your item is in transit. You can see that the shipping label has been printed. They give you kind of a whole shopper experience when you do something, you sell something like even through eBay and it goes through PayPal, like it's all tracked. So I don't know if she was just taking PayPal payments, like as in here's $45, or was this actually her e-commerce site or what? I'm gonna have to put Portia out, but let's keep listening, guys.
Slip up and refund you myself, and then you get a book as well. And PayPal, they are moving pretty fast. Like if you file the claim today, you'll get it tomorrow. So they'll refund you back, and then I will pay them back just so that there's not any confusion. And for the people that paid through credit or debit or Cash App, I will be sending you a Cash App.
I doubt
and
it.
I'll be personally refunding you. So that's
How is she going to know the difference with someone who sent her a Cash App as a contribution versus an order? I just don't get it. I don't know how she's managing this, but it sounds like a whole mess. It sounds like a whole entire mess. It really does. You will be impacted negatively by your bad business practices. Absolutely. I mean, not to mention, this is a woman who always wants to make sure everybody knows that she is a certified and I guess still licensed police officer. Okay.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
I mean, girl, stop it. I don't know. I don't know if you are or if you're not. Nobody really cares. But at the end of the day, you got to handle business better because it is extremely, extremely ghetto the way you're doing things.
Okay, so let's move on to something else. Lately, I've been feeling like I've been everybody's punching bag. Like, whenever somebody gets mad at something they've seen, or I don't know, I'm convinced that people literally create a fake beef with me inside of their heads. Like, I'm so confused. Like, I have not talked to anybody. I literally just been staying in my own lane, just putting out my content, whether it's the content people want to see or not. I've been focusing on myself and my kids, putting out my content. I haven't been entertaining any drama or anything. Just doing what I've been doing. But I'm literally tired of being people's punching bag, and I'm not going to be anybody's punching bag. People know that in order to really gain on YouTube, people have to like you. They got to like you, whether that's you being funny or, you being loving and caring to your kids, whatever. People know that in order to really, like, do something on this YouTube platform, like, people have to like you. People are literally tag teaming up on me, I guess, to spread awareness of why people shouldn't like me and why people shouldn't support me. And it's sad. I don't really even know what to even say to that, really, because even if the whole world was against me, God is going to always be for me. And what's for me is going to be for me. Nobody can take that away. And what's for you guys will be for you guys as well. I don't know. Like, once again, I don't know where any of this is even coming from, because I haven't talked to anybody at all. I don't talk to anybody at all. And when I say I haven't talked to anybody, I've definitely responded to emails. But people are very calculated, and people just love mess and drama. And they will sit there and just make stuff up and create something that's not even.
But this is the woman who put out a 55-part series on Rakan Mucker, LaToya. She put all of her business out on Front Street. You did all of this, but you want to talk about people who love drama. Your number 2 baby daddy is literally not having anything to do with you publicly at the moment, because he wants you to get your shit together. Ma'am. Like, you are a PR nightmare. And Damien should have known. I think, honestly, I hate to say it like this, but Damien wanted some young tail. He wanted some young tail. He got it. And he also got it in the form of a baby.
True.
And
so
he and she are both looking stupid.
And maybe you didn't get your email responded to, because maybe I didn't see your email, but that does not mean that I'm ignoring you. And I do have a life outside of YouTube. I don't just stay on YouTube all day. Matter of fact, I'm not on YouTube at all.
Can you believe? So she's mixing the problem with the business with now kind of like, if she's experiencing some negativity or trolling or negative feedback, whatever it is, she's now, how they call that conflating, when you take 2 issues and you make it into one. Sis, your business practices as it related to this book, the overdue, the outstanding monies that are owed to people, that is a problem. People giving you negative feedback because of it, you deserve it. People giving you negative feedback because they don't like the way you handle things with Rakan and LaToya, or they feel a way about how you do things, or they may no longer be a supporter anymore. That's their business, but that doesn't have anything to do with you not getting books out and not showing up for a meet and greet and people calling you out for a scam on PayPal. It's 2 different things. But now she is in the process, guys, you're going to hear her. She's going to what they do. How like kind of the fake news media set does it. They take 2 issues and make it all into one and get everybody all confused and try to get both sides fighting against each other. She's conflating.
I post my videos and I get off. I have real life responsibilities, and I have a 4-month-old that needs to be watched every second, every minute, every hour of the day.
Don't put out a book don't put out a book, and don't put out a meet and greet where you can't come because you don't have backup.
I have a very active toddler who's about to be 2 in December.
Like, and
then I have a 9-year-old that's in sports. And I understand, once again, the business part of all of that.
Coming in. Welcome.
I'm more than aware of that. But once again, and I really don't want to keep repeating it, this is why I paid someone to do a job for me. And in business, there is no perfect business. There's going to be a trial and error. I definitely won't be doing any more business on YouTube. I was advised to conduct all my business off of YouTube anyway. And if I wanted to vlog my events, like, that's pretty much okay. That way I won't have anybody trying to stop anything. I seen people like trying to tell people why they shouldn't be buying a ticket, like why they shouldn't be supporting me, and that's really sad. I tried to include my YouTube family and like literally everything because I wanted y'all to see where I started and where I'm headed. But I see now that's like impossible to do on a platform that hates me. And call it karma if you want to. Some people are just who they are, and that has nothing to do with karma. Which brings me to something else that I wanted to talk about. Because I just feel like people are kind of just, I don't know what goes on in people's minds, and I'm not even coming on here trying to insult anybody, but I'm like dead serious. I'm confused. You covering me is not for me. It's for you. I don't gain any money from somebody reacting to my own content. So I'm not understanding why people feel they've done me a favor by asking me permission to cover me.
I just want to go on the record. I don't do lame shit like that. I don't know who, what, where, when, who she's talking about. I don't know. There is not one channel who I've ever discussed doing reaction videos on. I know she's not talking about me, but I'm just saying in general, I don't know that that's a practice of the reaction community. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what she's talking about. Clearly, there is a negative sentiment around people who get reaction videos done on them. But you know who that is? It's everybody. You don't think that people don't like, look, there's people who don't care and there's people that care. At the end of the day, YouTube has a culture of reactions, okay? All of social media does. That's why you can hit the remix button, you can hit the reaction button now, you can create clips, you can send them in and around. All of those things on Instagram, you can remix, you can react to all of those things. This is not, and you don't need permission. Okay, you just don't. You don't. I'm sorry, you just don't need permission. And that's it's a very known cultural experience on social media, sis. And I don't know who asked you for permission, but I don't know that that's a practice. I don't as far as, I'm just going to go out on a limb. I haven't talked to every reactor in the whole entire world, but I would just go on a limb and say most reaction channels do not call and say, "Oh, hey Ace family, do you mind if I do a reaction video on you? Hey Mr. Crier, I'm going to do a reaction. Do you mind?" Yeah, nobody does that. No, who? For what?
The only one that's gaining is the people reacting to my content. I'm doing all the hard work. I'm filming, editing, uploading, thumbnails, and the reactor is just creating a thumbnail with a title with my face and my name in the title and download my content. I've even lost views because people will either be live when I drop the video and the person live will pull up my video. So people would stay in their lives to react to it with everyone else to hear what they got to say. Or they wouldn't even watch my video at all.
Ooh.
So when people went live, everyone could have a natural reaction. And I'm so humble, I didn't even care. And even knowing I was losing views, I still went and commented in the chat. I still showed support and all. So I'm confused why there's even people taking credit for what.
Okay, so she's clearly talking about something or situations that she knows. She said that so people downloaded her content for reaction, or they didn't even watch her video, did a reaction live with their audience, and then she went to their videos and dropped comments down. Erica obviously doesn't go here because she would know, girl, reaction videos, girl, about you, they are not for you, sis. You shouldn't be anywhere in the mist. How does that look? How does that look? Someone's doing a whole reaction video and you're in the bushes dropping comments? Do you go here? What? Why? Ma'am? So someone's doing a reaction video on you and you decide to show up? Sis, I thought you said you're a busy mom. I thought you have a lot to do. I thought you have places to go, people to see. Didn't you have books to mail out? Didn't you have here's Portia co-signing with me. Didn't you have a meet and greet to go do? Like, why do you have so much time to go and drop comments where people are doing reaction videos? Sis ain't never been over here. Girl, what is you talking about?
So far on YouTube. I put in blood, sweat, and tears on this platform. and have worked my ass off on my channel and others. And there's only one person who could say they've helped along the way. Other than that,
who, Mr. Crier?
Just my ideas, my creativity, my time, my editing, my effort, and once again, my sacrifice. I decided to move differently because I felt like it was just always something. And like literally,
The
my
lie
YouTube
detector
based on
determined
incognito.
that was a lie.
Like, I don't even see the drama. I don't want to see the drama. And even if you tag me in it, I won't see it. Because
The lie
all I do,
detector determined that was a lie.
I drop my videos, I heard the first couple comments, and I'm off of this platform. I don't get on YouTube searching for drama. But there are really people out here that literally go
The lie detector determined
and when they don't
that
find
was a
it,
lie.
they create it. So, with that being said, I'll still support other channels and root for them behind the scenes, but I won't be commenting anymore. And even though it's not everybody, and I'm not blaming everybody, but some people have taken my kindness for.
Great point, Apple Pie. So people asked you if they could cover your channel as a, like, hey, Erica, I know we're friends, but I want to start a reaction channel and I want to use you as my content. Bitch, clearly we're not friends. Like, why are you? And if you're doing things in support, then I guess that's okay because you're helping promote my channel. So you're giving me free promo. But how are you saying that people are reacting to your channel? Did you say yes? Great point, Apple Pie. Happy birthday, by the way, sis. Guys, it's Scorpio season, okay? Hug a Scorpio. Show them some love. Tell them happy birthday. Okay, sis.
Weakness. Like literally creating some type of fake beef with me in their minds to justify, I guess, doing something that they wanted to do from the beginning. And it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. It's not about what you do, but it's how you do it. And that's not kissing ass, that's just being real. It's literally a Love by Erica movement out here. And you have the good wave, and then you have the bad wave. And whichever comes with the most support or views is whatever wave the YouTube community will get. The Love by Erica movement changes like the weather. Some shiny days and then rainy days. But
girl, welcome to YouTube. Welcome to social media for everybody. Some days people love you. Some days they hate you. Some days they love your outfit. Some days your hair is the baddest. Some days you're the baddest chick. Some day you're the loneliest chick. Some days you're a dummy. Some days you're the smartest, most powerful, the baddest, most exalted, period. Okay. That's social media, period. That's it. And that's all. Oops, hold on a second.
I do want to thank all my supporters, my true supporters. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And even being so thoughtful to tell me like, hey, Erica, I don't even want the money back. I just want to support you. I just want to donate. Like that meant a lot to me. You know, I'm not my past, you know, and nobody's going to keep holding me accountable for my past. Like I've forgiven myself for my mistakes. I've asked God above for forgiveness. And I don't care how much people bring up my past. I don't live there no more. I'm about to be 30 years old. Like, so it don't really bother me no more. That's why I move the way I move.
In the other chat, thank you, sis.
If you want to constantly attach my name to drama, then that's on you. What you do, as long as it's not harming me in real life, that has nothing to do with me.
Girl, absolutely, D-Ret. This is why Wendy Williams said she really never befriended celebrities because she was committed to give the girls the tea. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say that's true. You can't always be up. Look, let me tell you something. When you become a content creator, it's not to say that you can't be in the chats and stuff like that, but sometimes you got to keep a little healthy distance and stay in the bushes. Come through sometimes. You can't be everywhere, right? You got to be where the tea's happening, but you also you can't be everywhere, right? Wendy Williams was working on the tea, and also she also knew she may be upsetting some people. So sometimes you got people out there that just don't fuck with you and you don't want to deal with that, right? So great point in bringing that up. At the end of the day, when she was sitting there thinking that she was at a fan club meeting over there at a reaction channel that may have given her favorable reactions, at the end of the day, just because someone may feel like you made a dumb move or you're salty or you're bitter doesn't mean that they're not a fan. They're just expressing how they feel, Keesha. Olivia. Okay, people have a right to express. That's a true supporter to me, someone who is rolling with you through the good, the bad, the ugly, and they're still supporting your channel. But for some reason, there's some of these narcissists or ego driven people who feel like if you're not on the positive train, if you don't think I'm the bad bitch all the time and you see fault in me, well, I don't want you around. You must think I'm perfect all the time. And like I said earlier, I love you guys that hold me accountable, that ask questions, all of those things. I don't take offense to that because that's real. And I like real grown women around me or in my chat or in the midst because I feel like then you know the truth. Just having a bunch of yes people around you is not a good place to be. That's how you end up in trouble like this,
almost like
doing stupid stuff.
I mean, these YouTube streets have been way too quiet. So I knew it was going to be something. And I knew it. Like,
how could you know it was going to be something when you did not make good? You offered a good in service and you did not come through. You offered a good, you sold a book, it has not been delivered. It is over 30 days past due. Wait till she says it's only been 30 days, guys. It hasn't even really been 2 months. It's been like around 30 days. If you order something from Shein and it hasn't shown up in 6 weeks, it's a problem, right? If you go and pay your $1,000 to go get boot up pictures with Chris Brown and Chris Brown is not available for the meet and greet, are you going to be requesting your $1,000 back, or do you think Chris Brown deserves to keep the money for the meet and greet? Meanwhile, you didn't get your pictures and he rode out of town like it was nothing. Does that make sense? You pay online $1,000 to get some pictures and hug on Chris Brown and meet him backstage. Baby, you are going to meet Chris Brown and he's going to make you feel special for about 2 minutes, okay? If I order a book, I expect that shit to be delivered. If they say it's back ordered and it's coming on a date, then I expect that. I ordered some boots recently from Steve Madden. And they took a minute to get to the house. They notified me that they were on back order. They gave me the option if I wanted to keep the order or cancel it. I chose to keep the order. They said it would arrive on or before my birthday, which was September 12th. And so it took about 6 weeks. And damn it, if they didn't show up on September 11th, okay? It took 6 weeks. They notified me of the back order. They gave me the option to keep the order or cancel. So they gave me a what? They gave me an update, okay? And then they fulfilled their promise by delivering what I paid for.
Be something. And as many people that I helped, I started this YouTube thing in 2018. I have such a kind heart. I'll help anybody. And like, people really do think the worst of me. It's like I can't do nothing right in some people's eyes. And so I'm like, you know what? This is why I moved the way I move now. I'm not entertaining no drama. But this video needed to be done because, again, I had a huge event tomorrow that got canceled literally yesterday. I don't want to meet nobody with all this negativity attached to me. From now on, it's not about working harder. It's working smarter. I won't be doing any business on YouTube.
Good.
All my business will be done in my real life. And if I decide to take you guys along with me, then that's just what it'll be. But I'm never going to keep allowing people to sabotage things for me, whether that's out of jealousy. I'm never going to keep allowing people to keep trying to sabotage things for me and blackball me. And, you know, like, I don't understand.
What they say is keep your name good. I mean, at the end of the day, if you promise people stuff, look, don't take money from the public then. If you can't keep your word, then don't take people's money. If you can't deliver on what you promise, don't take people's money. If you can't be where you say you're going to be, don't take their money. That's the problem of some of the people on the YouTube streets. You take people's money, you got good intentions, but you got bad fucking habits. Either you don't know how to move, you don't know how to manage, and you don't know what to do with money, okay? If you can't pay your rent and you are getting evicted, you are getting foreclosed on, you are getting repossessed, your credit cards don't work, you're getting declined at HEB, sis, don't ask people for money.
They don't even get it, because there's a lot of people that you guys don't even know about that are like way bigger than me, that actually have a lot of respect for me. So
girl, have some respect for yourself.
You can try to stop it all you want to. It's gonna happen. And it's gonna happen. And all those people that look down on me, that talk down on me, like, you have to sit back and watch it. Because I'm not bothering nobody. I'm literally standing in my lane. And if I haven't done anything to you personally, if you don't know the 100% truth, anybody can get on this platform and lie. And let's talk about accountability. Everybody wants me to take accountability for everything, right? I've said it numerous times. I take full accountability, right?
So why are you coming the day before an event that was planned months ago? You were over here freestyling on the YouTube streets, because I was there that night in the bushes. I was listening, girl. I was in the YouTube streets. I was back in the bushes. I was back there in the bushes. All right. And she was over there freestyling on a channel. And yeah, we should have a meet and greet. I should do me a meet and greet. Okay. All right. Would y'all pay for a meet and greet? Y'all will come? Oh, okay. I'm gonna charge $60 for a meet and greet. Now it's time for the meet and greet to happen. My thing is this: are people in town? Did people come in for this event? I would love to know if there's anyone out there who got a hotel and is driving in to Houston for this event, only to be welcomed by this video she dropped oh so late last night with this sad story about how she's not going to be there and how she's out of money. What about the people that planned to be at your meet and greet that went and bought a little outfit over at Zara, or over there at City Trends, or at Macy's, and got their hair done because they wanted to come see Loved by Erica because they enjoy the shits and shenanigans over at your channel, but you're over here talking reckless like it's wrong.
Loved by Erica have to be the only one to take full accountability for things. Why ain't nobody else taking accountability? Why haven't y'all noticed anybody else's patterns?
Girl, because
so I'm the only one that do wrong.
I'm not selling no books.
Right? Like, that's unrealistic. And if your main goal is to run me off of YouTube, don't hold your breath, because that's never gonna happen. I'm here to stay. Sis. I am here to stay. I don't care if I get 1,000 views a video. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
You can put out any nasty videos you want to about me. You can drag my family.
No, not 11,000 a month. She did that when she had that series. She was doing pretty well, but girl,
I don't care with it. I don't care about none of that, because now I understand people are vampires, and people will literally.
Rakan Mucker basically gave her a not so veiled threat that he basically kind of called her out for being crazy a little bit. He basically threatened her mental fitness and threatened to seek out custody in a way. I mean, he basically made a veiled threat at coming to scoop up Drake, and she set that ass down. This is almost done,
energy
guys.
From me. Like, when people say, "Oh, don't give me no energy," I thought that was just like a saying, but now I understand. If you give people energy, you're not gonna have time to do nothing. You ain't gonna feel like doing a video. You're not gonna feel like cooking for your kids or cleaning for your kids. I don't give nothing no energy anymore. And that's why y'all are able to still see me put out content. And when I'm not uploading a video, it has nothing to do with what somebody said. It's because, again, I have real life priorities, and maybe I just want to chill for the day with my kids, because I'm going to be strong for my kids. If I don't do nothing else,
you better.
I'm going to be strong for my kids.
You better. Okay, guys, thanks for riding that out with me. That was interesting, right? I mean, I think if you take the Loved by Erica out of it, that's just some YouTube 101. I'm salty because shit ain't going my way. Okay, like, can I get a witness on that? That is just some good old fashioned a bitch is salty. Okay, shit ain't going my way. People are calling me out, and the books are late. I probably spent the money. I don't know what's going on. But just as we suspected, when she made that $11,000, let me tell you something too. People on YouTube, I'm not going to look. This is the deal. When you make a lot of money on YouTube, you better keep it to yourself. I think people can see, but it's probably not a good idea to tell everybody what you think that they should know. Erica did make a lot of money for a couple of months when she was running that series when she was pregnant, because she was going in. She was with the shits and shenanigans. She had a lot of shit show going on, and it was lucrative. But what has she been doing lately? She's been making her regular YouTube check. What does her regular YouTube check look like? I don't know. She hadn't shared it with me, but I would say she probably pulls in at least a good $5,000-6,000, which 5,000-6,000, roughly $72,000. We're looking at, maybe if she had a regular job, that would be somewhere between like $26-28 an hour. It's a regular ass job, guys. I mean, she's a work from home, and she is filming. So by all intents and purposes, a lot of you might say it's a cake job, and maybe it is. You know what I'm saying? But she's not pulling in major dough right now. She's not exceeding 10K, which for some of us, 10K is a regular ass job. Okay. But she's not making, I'm a big shot YouTuber money. She's not pulling in the 20, 25. She's not doing what Peyton's doing. She's not doing what Monroe's doing. She's definitely not doing what Raven's doing. She's not a 5-figure ninja at the moment. Okay. She got them 5 figures when she was putting out the 5-figure work, which for her was drama. And right now, yeah, that's not what's happening. Anyway, she's salty and she's mad. And I thought this was a great video from the standpoint of, even though she is delusional, even though I don't think she has a very good grasp or really holding herself accountable, she did speak some real, and we got a little bit more authenticity than we would have from a couple of other people that I've mentioned in this video earlier. Said LivsLife and or the Keesha Kaylee show. Okay. Those women, yeah, they can't admit to shit. Okay. If something's late, something's tardy, are you sure you didn't get it? Go to your mailbox again. I mean, they will send you on a fucking merry-go-round before they finally are like, oh, my bad, sis, I'll send it out next week. Or it hasn't come yet. I'm waiting for my suppliers, Strong Mommy Chrissy. Or content still coming soon, right? She can just spend the day with her kids right after she refunds everybody their $60. Go have a ball with her sons afterwards. Send people back their money. Refund the books. Send people back their money and start from scratch again. Get your videos out. Stop trying to do everything and anything. Or why don't you resource out things that are beyond your control, things that involve handling money. Okay. If it involves handling other people's money and products and services, let someone else handle it for you, since you can't seem to handle that responsibility. Okay. All right, guys, let me let y'all go. Happy Saturday. I may come back later. If there's something else you want me to talk about, I did watch the Peach video, so I am prepared to talk about that. Peach and her husband went live last weekend, so we'll see if I can come back and talk about that later today. I did watch Diddy and Carisha. There's a couple other things you guys asked me to look at, and I did, and I have. So get back at me in a couple of hours. I'm going to go take a shower, get myself together. The whole day is going by. I've been on here over 2 hours. I love you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy this beautiful Saturday, okay?
Roundy. Hey, love is everything.
The boy is mine.
It's a fact.